We're going to continue with Oconee Point Campground, which is a Corps of Engineers campground on Lake Hartwell, right outside of Clemson, South Carolina. And we will pick up with site number 43. And before we get to it, we have a nice little outdoor playground. Okay, site 43 is a back in, an easy back in. Nice, flat, decent outdoor area. And not a bad walk down to the water. The lake is down about 6 feet right now. Looks like it has been for quite a while, so there's grass growing where the water normally would be. But if the lake was up, it would improve the view. But there's a decent view here of the lake, the little cove. And directly across from site 44 is the bathroom that has showers, has additional parking, handicap access, and site 44 is the handicap designated campsite. It's the first one that I've seen that was designated handicap and has a concrete slab, so is truly intended for handicap use. Nice and flat, easy access, really nice view of the lake. Well, I guess a nice view of the cove, how about that? The lake's on the other side of the point, but a nice sidewalk all the way out, and then the asphalt road and concrete into the bathhouse. Site 45 is a back in, pretty easy access. Nice size spot, nice and shaded. Nice outdoor area, and still a nice view of the cove. And again, if the water was up, it would be all the way up where these bushes are, which would be really nice. Overflow parking here, right in front of spaces 46 and 47. 47 is a back in, easy back in. Nice outdoor area, nice space, little trail down to the lake. Is also back in, and again an easy line to get into, nice and flat, well shaded, very private spot, little trail down to the lake, nice outdoor area. Here we have more parking, and this is, I think, the swimming area that is just about dry with the lake being down. According to the pole out there, we're at about 1.5 feet of water all the way out at the deep end. Not much water to swim in there. Alright, space 48 is a back in. A long back in, but a nice straight drive Nice big drive, fairly flat. The site itself is even flatter, but it does have a little bit of cross slope down towards the outdoor living area. Nice view back here of the lake, some of the open water area of the lake. The back in, fairly easy back in. I'm sure you can hear the wind. This is a fairly unprotected site if the wind's blowing, but a nice, reasonably level site, nice outdoor area, a little bit of grass right outside the site, and then what should be water. Site next door is occupied. It has a nice set of steps down towards the water off of a very nice outdoor area. That site 51 is a pull through. No shade. Not much protection from the wind on the lake, but you are right up against the lake, which is pretty cool. Easy in, easy out with pull through. 52 is also a pull through. Again, easy in and easy out. Nice outdoor area. And just a little bit up above the lake. Very close. So if the lake was up, you can fish from your outdoor area. And here's the bathhouse again, approaching from the back side. Alright, site 53, again back in, easy back in. Not nearly as long as some of the last few, but a nice easy in, nice size space, nice and level, decent outdoor area, and right up against the water, and no protection from the wind, and not a whole lot of shade from the lakeside. Uh, 54 is occupied. Again, nice and flat, easy access, certainly a nice view of the lake. 55 is a back in, easy back in. Nice spot, nice big spot, just a little bit of cross slope. Nice outdoor area. A little more shade. Nice and close to the lake. And even has steps over here that go down to what might be a sandy sort of beach if the lake were up. And the back entrance to the kids' playground. Space 56. Another back in. Easy back in. Very little cross slope. Basically flat spot. Right up against the lake. It does have a little bit of protection from the wind with these two small trees and kind of bushes, but not much. And this big tree at the corner of the site really is not a problem with backing in. Alright, sites 57 and 58 are both occupied, but we'll ride through the loop anyway. Nice flat, big open spots. A lot of grass right outside of 58. There would be a lot less if the lake were up, but still a good bit of grass. Very nice. Space 59 is a back in. Easy access to back in. Nice big space. A little bit of cross slope downhill to the passenger side and to the outdoor living area, but not much. Nice outdoor living area up above the lake just a little bit, but a nice view out of the open lake. There'll also be a nice view of the other campsites if they were all occupied, directly across the cove. Space 60 is occupied, but a little bit of downhill slope in, but a nice flat spot when you get there. What appears to be a nice outdoor living area. Okay, and so far the only dump stations are back towards the first 40 campsites, and it is a double dump station. Site 61, with a sign on it that says hold site. I don't really know what that means, but it's a back in. It's an easy back in. Nice and flat. Nice size space. The outdoor living area is a little narrower than some, but very long. And a really nice view of the lake if the lake were up. Lots of grass around the space. Site 62, another fairly easy back end site. It's a short site. It's a nice flat outdoor area, nice flat parking space. Shade trees all around it. It's a nice little spot. Space 63 is occupied. Again, small spot, but a nice site. '64. It's back in. Again, easy access to back in. Fairly short space. Not a very big outdoor living area. Right next to the lake with a nice view of open water. And space 65, another back in. Easy back in. Fairly flat space, a little bit of slope towards the passenger side, but a nice size outdoor area and a nice view of the lake. A little bit of tree around, not a lot of shade. The trees are kind of small, but not enough to inhibit the view too much. This is space 66. Again, back in, nice flat spot, nice outdoor living area, and nice view of the open water. 67. Again, back in, an easy back in with the road making the left turn in front, so it's almost a straight shot to back in. It is downhill into the site, but once you're in, the site is pretty level front to back. A little bit of cross slope downhill to the passenger side. A decent outdoor living area, and water very close when the lake's up. And 68, another easy back in, short site, not a lot of room for extra parking, but nice flat site, well shaded, nice open view from the outdoor living area. And their only comment to me was no parking in the grass, so I guess you can park lots of cars right here at the front of your spot since there's no grass growing there. And space 69 is a pull-through that comes in from the main road instead of that extra little loop, so it's an easy straight shot in for a pull-through. Nice big open space road-wise. Nice outdoor living area with easy access to the water, lots of shade. Now, the exit from a pull-through with a big trailer is tough. There is room to get back over here kind of off the road and make some of the turn, but it's a tight turn. And in space 70, another pull-through. Big open area when you get into the space. Nice outdoor living area. Nice view of the lake. Plenty of trees around, fairly well shaded. And I think enough extra room if you had a big trailer, that if you get your truck all the way out to the outside edge, you can still make this turn. At the end of this road, as I have discovered previously, is a very tight turn, and with a large trailer you run all over the grass with the trailer to make this turn, because they did not design it for anything big. But anyway, that gets us through site 70, which I think is the last one. And as we head out, we'll stop by a single dump station that covers this small loop. But again, the dump station for everything below space number 60 is back over in the first loop of the campground over towards 1 through 40, and it's a double dump station. But here's the dump station for the loop including spaces 60 through 70. And it is a single dump station. But that concludes our tour of Oconee Point Campground. A really nice Corps of Engineers campground. Much like the state parks, it's very quiet private spaces. I do like the fact that these spaces are easier to back into than a lot of the state park campsites. But a really nice campground. I am actually doing this ride through the last weekend, or next to last weekend in October in 2019. The weather is absolutely wonderful temperature wise, but it's supposed to rain all weekend starting tonight or tomorrow, which I think has caused a lot of people to decide they didn't want to come camping this weekend. I hope so, because it's nice to be at the campground when it's fairly empty. But I think the bad weather is keeping lots of people away, because this is a really nice campsite or campground. But I hope you find these videos useful. I will try and find another one of the state parks or Corps of Engineer parks to tour again sometime fairly soon. And sorry I don't get more of them out for you, since there seem to be a bunch of y'all that are crazy enough to actually want to watch the whole video and subscribe. I cannot imagine, but if it's useful, I guess. Hope you have a wonderful day, and maybe we'll run into you at a campground one day. Thank you.